everybody, people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, United Arab Emirates, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, and any other part of the world. Welcome and welcome, goods. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is the Pioneer YouTube channel, and I am _priceless, coming to live and direct from Abuja, Nigeria, West Africa. Wonderful guys, as the title suggests. We are just repping NYABOHANSE as a land. We are just, we are eulogizing NYABOHANSE. We are praising NYABOHANSE, and at the tail end of the content, we're gonna lament how this serene community, beautiful community, scenic beauty landscaping community has got itself in this kind of, shenanigans, negativity, toxicity that is engulfing and brewing and consuming the community. Yes, people, wonderful guys. Like I've said, today content is about NYABOHANSE. NYABOHANSE is the land of Marwa. NYABOHANSE is the land of Mayukno. NYABOHANSE is the land of Dimwango. NYABOHANSE is the land of David Gino. NYABOHANSE is the land of Irene Naga. NYABOHANSE is the land of Mapupo 23. NYABOHANSE is the land of I am Paris. NYABOHANSE is the land of everything, positivity and good guys. But people, wonderful guys, we've seen toxic people in NYABOHANSE decided to downplay this community, to be sponsored by some people who do not mean well for this community, but some very self-propelled enemies of the community in cohorts with those toxic people like Masubo Zero. It's given to the toxic, nonsensical NYABOHANSE town crier and NYABOHANSE parrots, people like I am Mogese, people like Anasto, people like Sejo the Traveler, people like those Max Zero, people like Big for Nothing, it's Anes 5, yes, and lately and of recent, people like who? It's Parsi. These are persons that they have taken it upon themselves to, abuse this community, to, downplay this community, trying to what? Make this community not to evolve. Because we could all remember how this community was speedily and at a full force, evolving, growing, coming up with edifices, structures, building, springing up everywhere in NYABOHANSE. But today, this very community, that positive development has been halted. That positive development has put a stop. That positive development has been, stopped. So, it pains me, it baffles me that why will a community that it was a bastion of all communities around the world decided to nosedive, decided to, go down the downward spiral. And all no thanks to the sheer ignorance, stupidity, jealousy, pettiness of the toxic people, the lazy gang people in NYABOHANSE. Why do they decide to do that? Because to them, guys, like I've said, they've seen Marwa being the force, the propeller of growth and development in NYABOHANSE, become something great, become something important. But all of a sudden, they want to be like him. They want to take his spot. And not only Marwa, they've seen people like Mayukno built houses in NYABOHANSE, gotten sponsorship, gotten support. They could not imagine, because they wanted to, go closer to Marwa. So that in going closer to Marwa, in their own short-sightedness and myopic way of thinking, it could give them the ample opportunity to gain the trust of Marwa's subscribers, to gain the trust of Marwa's loyal people around the world, just the way they've been supporting Marwa, just the way they have been supporting Mayukno, just the way they have been supporting Mopopo 23 and the rest of them, to help them. But when those things were not coming, they could not stomach it. They could not believe. They started asking themselves, what is wrong? What is wrong? People are not supporting us the way they supported Mayukno. And if they've forgotten, guys, I told them, I said, Mayukno has something to offer. In as much as Mayukno did not go to school, Mayukno is not well educated. Mayukno is not so quote unquote, the obeying person, but this is someone that God has chosen, and He has bestowed on him His grace, and His grace, the amazing grace, has been what? Shouldering him, covering him. Hence, the decision of people around the world to support him. Because definitely in this life, when you don't have something, when you have gaps in other things, God Almighty will ensure that He gives you something to cover up those gaps. And my youth, we all know, is what? A gifted person, a gifted tooth, a gifted young man that, he's using his comic nature and try to entertain people. But these are people like NYABOHANSE parrots, toxic people like Gintu. They have nothing to offer. It's just to be coming on YouTube, mounting camera, saying all manners of things that they are not in line with truth and reality, and they are just speaking nonsense, saying my affidavit. Are you caught that you have affidavit? This is a guy that he will be speaking anyhow, imbroglio, this and that. Those terms, those terminologies you are mentioning, you are